Welcome to Allgen's Money Minute. With college costs being so high and students coming out strapped in debt, how do we pay for college? We're not going to go into depth into every single way to do it, but we want to mention some vehicles that exist out there and hopefully give you some awareness of some further research to do. So common vehicles are the 529 plan, okay? There's what's called the ESA, the Education Savings Account. There's also, if you live in Florida, we have the prepaid Florida plan, okay? And also the custodial account, right? So it's basically a brokerage account. Some considerations on determining one versus the other. Number one is how much money do you have to put away? Okay, so the ESA is limited to how much you can put away a year, okay? Where the 529, it's almost unlimited, okay? So that's one big consideration. Another one is how much money do I make? The ESA is limited, you might not qualify to put money into an ESA because you make too much money.
Correct.
Okay, and then thirdly is who do you want to retain the control in the long run? Okay, and this is a tough one for parents. The 529, for example, leaves you, the parent or grandparent, in control of the money regardless of what happens. Okay, so the kid doesn't go to college, you can change the beneficiary and you still control that.
Right.
The custodial account becomes the kid's account once they reach age of majority in your state. So you put all this money, once they reach that age, it's theirs, you have no say over it, they don't go to college, oh well, it's their money. So that's a big issue for some parents and a consideration of choosing one versus the other.
Well, the other thing with the custodial too, if they decide not to go to college, I mean, you could use the funds on pretty much anything. So
Right.
Consideration.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to each. You know, as we say with most things, there's not, it's not always black and white. There's also tax considerations when doing one versus the other. Okay, so every situation is different. We encourage you to research your situation to see which one makes the most sense for you. There are some things we definitely say stay away from because they probably don't make sense in most circumstances.
So I would definitely stay away from like the savings bonds.
Yeah.
They have educational savings bonds. They're just a very low interest rate. You can do better than that.
Right.
And also understand that there are certain strategies out there with whole life insurance that may or may not make sense. It's very complex.
Right.
Feel free to reach out to us about that. But it takes a very specific person that knows a lot about that to do that right. So the 529, the ESA, those are really good vehicles.
Right.
Another thing to kind of think about too, some people kind of out of guilt feel that they should take care of their kids' college before they take care of their retirement. And honestly, we say to do your retirement first, or to get that going first before you do the kids' education, because if not, you can't really go back in time and take care of your retirement, and then you may put a burden on your kids later on in life to take care of you at your retirement. So, and also something to think about is, if you're heavily in debt with consumer debt, it's not the time to start saving for your kids' college. Make sure you knock out the consumer debt, you have the emergency funds, all your foundational level stuff is in place. Then you start to consider the college education stuff.
And as always, we'd be happy to chat with you about this more. We hope this helps. We hope to see you soon.